Hello and welcome back to Fair City Gaming. I'm your host Kev and we are back with some more Dark Souls. So we left off last time, we defeated the albino dragon, Seath the Scaleless, claiming his Lord Soul Fragment, and now we've to take on the last of the Lords before we take on Gwyn, the Lord of Cinder. A couple of things we need to do first though.
Oh, hello again. We're both managing quite well, aren't we? But I haven't found my father yet. Have you seen him?
Unfortunately.
Then I must be off. I'm sorry he's caused you trouble. He has a knack for that. If
Yeah, he
just
does.
Stay put. Really?
Okay. Quickly go and see Andre. So as you may remember from before, the skeletons in the catacombs could only be felled by a divine weapon. We don't have a divine weapon, but we do have the facility to make one.
Well, you seem need it.
So we picked up this occult club back in Anor Londo with Havel's equipment. This allows us to revert that back to a divine club plus 5. Unfortunately, we don't have the facility to upgrade that any further. The ability to do that is actually found in the next location. It's messy. We'll go with that. But we'll certainly attempt it. Easily one of the most bullshit areas in any of the Souls series. So, with that, oh, I want to be human for going down there actually. Do I risk? We'll risk one. We're basically going to be skipping most of it anyway. Probably shouldn't have done that until we actually got down to the next area, but who doesn't love a risk taker?
You sorry fool. You could not be the chosen.
Yeah. I am the chosen one. Ignore. Continue to ignore. So we've not been down here since we went to claim the right of kindling from the boss Pinwheel. We have much better equipment now. I mean, if we're not careful, we can still get ourselves easily overwhelmed. There's a bonfire in there, but I never ever light it. I don't spend a lot of time in the catacombs. I don't like this area. Well, I remember. Switch to our Divine Club. Make sure we're at full health for this drop. Dead. There is actually quite a lot of these guys scattered around, so we do need to be careful. Thankfully, explodey head dudes caused the skeletons to crumple again. So we're actually taking a small detour to one of the more secretive locations. The game does tell you it's here though. Just die! Right. Swap back to our bigger weapon. The giant skeletons aren't like the regular skeletons, they will be killed by one blow from that. Darkmoon Seance Ring. One of the children of Gwyn. The remaining deity in Anor Londo? Did we miss something? Lastborn and Firstborn. I wonder if there's a connection with where we found that. Cryptic riddles aside, the Darkmoon Seance Ring will unlock a secret passageway in Anor Londo that will allow us to meet with the lastborn son of Gwyn. If that's something that we wish to do. And we will. Just not yet. Again, never take one of these risky jumps without being at full health. Unlimited stamina. You don't want to hang around down there, mess around with the spinny boys. So this was the tomb that Pinwheel was in. We bailed out after we defeated him. The way out is actually this way. But this is why we bailed out. Makes us fat roll though. You know what, we'll just do without gloves. Here we go. Tomb of the Giants. They do massive, massive damage. Oh yeah, that's the area I was talking about, down in the Demon Ruins. You can see from here. The pool down the side where you fight Ceaseless Discharge. Oh, hey pal. Classic Dark Souls death. Kicked off. Right.
You sorry fool. You could not be the
Shh. That was a confirmation that I definitely should have stayed in my hollow form and just turned human when I got down here. What can you do? You see, I never got any souls for that one. It's because he wasn't killed by a divine weapon. Here we go again. Oh, unfortunate timing. Oh. Always forget you need to plunge down off of that.
You sorry fool. You could not be the...
Shh. The reason that's annoying is because we were literally round the corner from the next bonfire. This time though, this time. My first couple of times through before I discovered this shortcut. Having to fight through these skeletons every single time. It usually went like that. It's unpleasant. Even if you block their attacks, you still take the bleed to build up. That's not what you need.
You sorry fool. You could not be...
So that construction started back up again. Again, apologies if it's overly loud or distracting. Won't know until afterwards if it's being picked up. Alright. Get out here. As I've said before, that room is full of those wheel skeletons, and you really don't want to be taking them on. Even with the maximum stamina you can get in the game, they will break your guard and your shield effortlessly. And without a shield to protect you, if you're staggered, you're dead. Oh no. Wrong side. Oh my god. Ah. Now where am I going?
You sorry fool. You could not be the chosen one.
Ugh. This is what I get for saying that I'd passed the hardest part of the game, and then proceed to die a bunch of stupid deaths. Honestly. Right. This time. Nothing to recover, but okay. Okay. Peace. Ah. Ah. So, as promised, I'll detail where that ember is to level up the divine weapons. Oh no. Right. It's the first time I've ever made that out of there at first attempt. So I'm feeling somewhat bullish at this point. Oh, unbelievable. Stroke of luck that was. Oh. Hello.
Good day. You look reasonably sane. What are you doing in the catacombs? Are you a cleric or something? No? Really? Then I'd have no qualms telling you. There's a fine stash of treasure right down that hole. I found it first, but, well, we're friends now. I'll split it with you. In any case, have a look. It'll shimmer you blind.
What's so funny?
This is what I do, my friend. The trinkets I'll be stripping off your corpse, that's the real treasure.
Miserable bastard. Oh. That's what we came here for.
You're no hollow, are you? Thank goodness.
And this is the girl that we were
Please
meant
be
to bump
careful.
into earlier on, that
There
Petrus
are
was
two
accompanying.
hollows not far from here. They were once brave knights, my former escorts. Who would let such strong spirits be hollowed so? Heavens, is there nothing at all to be done?
Ooh, I know. I'll take care of it, milady. Scalp.
You banished those two hollows, did you? It pains me to think of the trouble my failings have caused. I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much. Here, these belonged to them. You deserve them more than
I have no use for this.
I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much.
Yeah. So she'll now relocate up to the chapel in the undead parish, and she'll sell some miracles, which again are no use to us. Her quest is not yet complete. One of the more peculiar yet dangerous enemies. These bone towers. Ridiculous reach. A couple of their attacks will hit you more than once, and they stagger hard. Oh. Oh, a dead end. Ta-da.
Oh, you! Well, let's just calm down. Talk about things. I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations, they can, well, overcome me. You know what I mean, don't you? Please, forgive me. You and me, we're jolly undead outcasts, aren't we? Oh, for heaven's sake, let's not mope about, eh? You're still alive? I said I'm sorry. Wait, I know. Here, take this. It proves something, doesn't it?
Damn it, Patches, I can't stay mad at you.
I did you wrong. These, you know.
So if you forgive him, he doesn't give you that item. And, well, you want that item. I'm actually going to wait to turn myself human till after I've dealt with the next couple of enemies, because I suspect we'll probably end up dead. Suspicion confirmed. Oh, the skelly doggos, some of the most fucking outrageous and annoying enemies in the entire game. He's not even what I was looking forward to fighting as well, it's something else entirely. I was with extra poise too. Not terribly tough, just really annoying. Maybe just hear the footsteps. Yes. So I'll lure him around here away from that archer. Where are my souls? There's no way he survived that. I guess he did. Oh. Can't actually remember. Right. Ready for a swift escape. Ah, well. Chances of escaping there unharmed? Slim. So the silver covetous serpent ring. Rather than the gold one, allows you to gather more souls per fallen enemy. Not a great deal useful to us, certainly not at this point in our playthrough. Who doesn't like loot? Die, Skelly Bob. There he is. Oh, too early, far too early. Alright, I guess that'll do. It's always a bigger fish. Ah! If you land that right, you can land on his back, do the plunging attack. But if you land in front of him, he will kill you with that ridiculous multiple charged bite thing that he does. That is... So, human. Kindle. And let's go. Now, I'm not fighting him this time because I don't need to worry about trying to lure that Black Knight back this way. I'm not all that bothered with tracking down where my souls have gone either. If you're careful enough rounding that corner, you won't aggro those dogs there. Unless you want to fight them. To which I say, what the hell is your problem? Okay, so our need for light is kinda gone. Remember this view. And yes, that is the same dude that helped us with Pinwheel. So if you summon him, he will invade you here. And if you manage to do both, you will find his armor at a later point. But for now, you get his weapon and his shield. And his shield is the one I was talking about in one of the previous videos. Now we can't use it as a shield, but it does provide passive health recovery. And that's always welcome. As is Twinkling Titanite. Another classic Dark Souls trap. Oh. Two lucky escapes in a row. Wow. Well. This room though. Your eyes are not deceiving you. We have walked into a room full of pinwheel servants. Slightly lesser versions of the pinwheel boss. Not to be trifled with though. Nor are these baby skeletons. Now weirdly, these baby skeletons can inflict toxic, but they are also the single best farming location for humanity in the game. In this room they actually spawn infinitely as well. Oh. Really don't want to get inflicted with toxic. As well as inflicting toxic, they also do a disgusting amount of damage for such little things. And they'll never stop spawning as long as you're in this water. So unless you're actively farming humanity, there's no reason to engage them. These pinwheels will continue to spawn in every time as well, but they don't spawn infinitely. Once you kill them, that's them until you reload the area. What you need to watch for, however, is while you're farming these for humanity, the item drop actually only remains on the screen for a few seconds. I think it's just something to do with how it spawns the baby skeletons. Go over here and pick up the rare item. Now white chunks and the white slab are what will be used to level up our divine club. Thankfully I don't think we're going to need it though. So, well... And I think that'll do us. See what we'll need that for poison resist. Yeah, I'll be okay. I'll do. This is another kind of bullshit thing about this boss. You start off having to take damage. I'll actually stick with the crest shield. So you absolutely must take fall damage falling in there, unless you're able to use the spell fall control, and that prevents fall damage. So he's one of the most intriguing looking bosses. He's got a really cool design. He's a bit of a mass of skeletons. Forms his cloak as if from nothing. Swap to our divine club. The trick here is stay at the section where you fall in. Ah, oh, son of a bitch. And listen for that scream, because when you hear that scream, you're about to get probed. Really annoying. Also means I'm gonna have to bloody put that mask back on. Careful when backing out of menus at that bonfire as well. One click too many and you're going back off that cliff. You will be most displeased, I would imagine. I certainly have. Every time it's happened to me. Again, changing your armor and such while you're moving on a ledge, not for the faint of heart. Don't exactly recommend it. I'm just looking to get back to this boss as quickly as possible. We're going to avoid fighting where possible. Right, so I had to bail out down here because I took a phantom hit from one of those. Not even waste my time. Oh, God. Same cutscene again. Heal at full. Stand your ground here, as I said. Because the further into this room you go, the more likely you are to come up against more of these skeletons. Including some of the giant ones. It's a shame for such a cool design that he's such a pushover boss. If you're quick, you can actually put your silver serpent ring on there and boost the souls that you gain from him and the skeleton minions in this room. There's Leroy's armor. There's the remains of some of our minion buddies. So we're off to the Abyss now. Actually, we'll return to Firelink because you can buy some things from our pal Patches now.
You sorry fool.
You could not be the chosen one.
Oh, we meet again. How many of you are there? You've come at the perfect time. I'm done with the looting. I'm a humble merchant now, and wondrous treasures have I, at a special price for you. There you are. Have a nice look at them. Oh, relax. No more funny business out of me, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you met that sunbathing Solaire? Believe me on this one, bruv. He's a complete idiot. But he happens to be an awfully strong idiot. So just nod your head and keep him on your side.
That's what we did.
Wait, have you met Petrus? That self-proclaimed cleric? Believe me on this one, bruv. The man is scum. Don't you be fooled by his claims to do good. They're all the same, those rotten clerics.
He knows something we don't.
Boy, have you met Lautrec the Embraced? Believe me on this one, bruv. He's completely mad. He wouldn't think twice about cutting somebody down. So watch out for him. Especially if you've humanity to spare.
We know.
I'm done with the looting, and what?
And that's the end of that. So these items are used in one of the covenants. They're kind of cool, just for marking paths. That's what you want to use in the Crystal Cave. 10,000 for humanity. My God. Couple of spells. the masks of Pinwheel. Now they're rare drops from the Pinwheel servants in that room. But the only one we really want to use is Mask of the Child.
What? Nothing a bit. Well, you
Silence.
You sorry fool.
Oh, sorry,
You could
fool.
not be the chosen.
Your Highness, I am entirely to blame for this. Oh, woe is me. I am unworthy, deathly so.
There you are. Right, so we'll go and open the pathway to go in and wrap up the video there. You know what, we can just drop in. Totally forgot about that. Take on the bottomless pit.
Sorry fool.
Magic. So here we are. The end of days. So before we advance into the kiln and wrap up, I'm gonna show a couple of the secret areas of the game, a couple of the quest lines that we've still to complete. But that'll be next time. So once again, thank you very much for joining us in this video. Make sure to join us next time as we wrap up the last loose threads in this game, and maybe even finish off the game in the next video. Make sure to check the Fair City Podcast Network website, it's fcpod.net, for lots of articles, podcasts, general geeky stuff, just for a little bit of everything, for all sorts of taste there really. So I've been Kev, this has been Fair City Gaming. See you next time.